Live long and prosper. Shine always. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, full of all the wittyisms today. Welcome to day 3069 of what I call What's She Up To Now. It's just my way of tracking my daily documentation of my journey. What's working, what's not working, the good, the bad, the beautiful. Used to call it the good, the bad, the ugly, but that was kind of negative. So I switched my perspective. And now, instead of looking for things that go wrong every day, I look for things that go right every day. Why? Because just those little tweaks make all the difference in what we're willing to see and what shows up in our life. Because if we focus on what we want, we get more of that. If we focus on what we don't want, we get more of that too. And nobody wants that. At least I don't think we do. Some people are negative focused and just want to be grumpy and curmudgeon-y, but I don't hang around those people very much. Do you? So today we're talking about, excuse me, that went down the wrong pipe. Longevity and how to not swallow while talking. All right, here we go. And I titled this one Live Long and Prosper because we're talking about something physical every day this month in our Supersize challenges. Supersize You annual challenge and the Supersize Your Business annual challenge. First time we've done a challenge with respect to business, and I think it's pretty interesting. The impact that it has and the results we're getting. I'll share those at the end of the year because I think it's one of those things that needs the full experience in order to look for lessons learned and look for improvement areas and look for what's working and what's not working. Do you know how hard it is to get business owners to commit to doing one thing every day? It's pretty hard. Anyway, but guess what? That's also the secret. The secret is if you make something a habit, if you create a little bit of action every single day to move you toward what you want, it's impossible to not get it. It's inevitable that you will. And I've seen it play out hundreds of thousands of times in my life and in the lives of other people. So we're focusing on that today. We're talking about the You in the Super framework. Every year, this is year 9 for doing an annual challenge just as a personal development type of project personally. And then this year I was like, all right, I've been doing a video every day in my Supersize Your Business community on Facebook and now on school for the same amount of time, but I've been having totally different topics every single day. So instead of like most people would have to prepare to do one thing for content, I would have to prepare, literally I did 3 different topics or more depending on what I was doing every single day for the last 9 years. And I'm like, okay, well this is silly. How can I streamline and bring those together? So all last year, I ran an experiment on myself to say, okay, can I take the topic that I'm using for personal development and apply it to businesses? And of course, there's always a way. If I can get idioms to apply to business, I can get a topic for personal development and growth to apply to business and how it can make our businesses better. And then this year I said, okay, proved it worked all last year, I can do it this year. Now, I'm kind of iffy on some of my topics. I'll be honest. I picked some topics because I've been just brainstorming them that are like, okay, this is way too much overkill and it's way more personal development focused than it is business focused. So I will get better every month as I do it because like you, I continually improve. It's one of my core values. So we're talking about that. With respect to the You in our process this year, we come up with a process every year in the challenge that we use to create our own unique tool that we have to use for the rest of our life. We practice it enough that it gets installed in our subconscious, so when we need it, it's at our fingertips. This is the first year we've done a 5-step one, and I really like it. Usually we have a 7-step process, and we'll do 7 days on that. And I'm like, okay, this I can double up with the regular personal development and business topic because it's not cumbersome. It's only 1 step more than the SOAP framework, which is literally my favorite framework. I use it automatically now several times a day. I don't even know how many times a day I actually use it because my brain automatically runs problems and challenges and setbacks and obstacles and things through that process without me having to consciously think about it. That is the power of having your own framework. What else is going on? I am in a coaching program, which is awesome. I am very, very resistant to this coaching program, which is fascinating to me. As I sit back and I watch myself, I'm like, okay, yeah. And I think part of it is because it's run by a couple of 27, or not 27, I don't even think they're 27 years old. They're very young 20-year-olds, but they're super smart and they're very experienced. They're the best in their area at this. And that's what I look for now. When I need and want to develop in a certain area, I ask myself, okay, who can help me do this the fastest? And that's how I pick and choose who I personally work with and how I develop skills and abilities that I want to hone, that I feel like I used to have them, but all of a sudden in this ever-changing, fast-paced world, I feel like I'm falling behind in certain areas. And so then I seek out, just like I did in 2020, what am I going to do to keep moving forward during the pandemic? Found a coach that I liked, spent a year and a half with them, and added 2 new core skills to my life framework, which I now teach to everybody. Why? Because it had such a positive impact on me at a time when stuff was just crazy, right? So we want to live long and prosper. I don't know. If I can help you in any way, please reach out and ask. I think I've mentioned it dozens, if not hundreds of times. That's what I'm here for. That's what I live for. I love just asking, how can I help? And then being a resource for people. I think it's one of the best things that we can do as human beings and connectors to make the world a better place, is just say, how can I help? And then figure it out, right? I love when people actually ask me questions. It happens so rarely, you wouldn't even believe it. But when they do, it always is a light bulb moment for them and reinforcement for me that we already know what we need to do. We already know the answer. It's already inside us. We just have to let ourselves see it. And sometimes all that takes is actually asking. I've got so many examples of that in my own life. It's mind-boggling. And I see it time and time again when people actually ask me a question. So if you're struggling with something, reach out and ask. I guarantee that will be the dam opener or the floodgate opener to exactly what you want, the direction you want to go. All right, if I can help you in any way, ask, of course. Otherwise, I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.